All right, good Thursday evening, everybody. Very warm weather today in Mississippi. In fact, it's never been this warm on this date in some places. Check out these high temperatures, mid to even, I would say, upper 80s. 87 degrees in Hattiesburg today. The record for today's date in Hattiesburg was 83, set back in 2017. Of course, we smashed that by 4 degrees today. And we either tied or set records in Meridian, Greenwood, and right here in Jackson. We tied our record high, originally set back in 2018. So, this is going to be the last day that it's going to be at least this warm because we do have a cold front on the way, and we continue to see it marching into the Delta right now. Notice there's not a whole lot of rain with it. We are seeing some storms closer to the area of low pressure over parts of the Midwest, and that's where the bad weather's been today. Now, as the front continues to head southward, we are going to see spotty showers during the day, Friday morning, and then some thunderstorms we think will develop Saturday morning, and it's those storms that could be strong to possibly severe. We're expecting some heavy rain from some of those and some potentially gusty winds, but that's going to be about it. The chance of rain is going to be no better than about 40, maybe 50% at best. So it's not going to be a solid squall line of storms like we had last weekend, and it's just a marginal risk of severe weather. And again, that's Friday night going into Saturday morning. Tonight, we do see spotty showers beginning to develop along the front to the northwest of us, and a couple of stray showers now developing in our southern counties as well, as that moisture is pulled up from the south. Of course, we know the front hasn't moved through here yet, still to the northwest of us, because we have temperatures in the upper 60s and a south breeze at the, 11 o'clock hour? It's almost 11 o'clock. On February the 19th, it really should not be this warm. But tonight, we will be cooling down from northwest to southeast. And I want you to notice over the southeastern part of the state, we're going to be in the 80s again tomorrow. And that's because we think the front is going to kind of stall out between Jackson and Hattiesburg. So they will have an opportunity to warm in the 80s because they're going to have a southerly breeze for most of the day. But the farther northwest you go, the cooler I think it is going to be. Notice our winds shifting around behind the front tonight to the north, and then tomorrow we'll see a northeast and easterly breeze, and notice the boundary there is down to our south, moving through our southern counties by tomorrow. So we're going to paint it in as stationary right along the Highway 98 corridor, and then it continues to head slowly southward into the Gulf as we head into Saturday, and a couple of thunderstorms will develop as the front pushes southward. So tonight and tomorrow, scattered showers along that stalled out front in the southern part of Mississippi. We're going to give it about a 30% chance. And then as we get into Saturday, notice a couple of stronger storms developing. This is 3 o'clock in the morning, so most of this is going to be early in the day, and a couple of stronger storms developing, again, as the front pushes southward. Coverage is not going to be that great, but a couple of the storms at least have the potential to be strong to severe. So there's going to be a level 1 out of 5, marginal risk of severe weather, Friday night to the north of us, and then Saturday mostly down around the Pine Belt. Now, once the front comes through, it's all about cooling temperatures, and those numbers will slide as we head through the weekend, and by the time we get to early next week, we're looking at low temperatures either at or below freezing for a couple of mornings. Tonight, we're still in the 60s, but winds will begin to turn back around to the northwest by tomorrow morning. 30% chance of rain early tomorrow. Then we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. Winds coming in primarily from the east. Your high temperature at about 75 degrees. Then Saturday, 50% chance of rain, a few thunderstorms in the mix. By Sunday, we get the sun back, but by this time we're behind the front, so it's going to be noticeably cooler. Mid-50s in the afternoon, 30s in the morning, and then early next week it feels like February. Highs in the 50s with full sunshine, your lows freezing or below. 32 Monday, down to 29 on your Tuesday, and then we will warm back up Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, we're right back in the 70s for highs. So, still a roller coaster ride. Record highs today, and in a couple of days from now, we're going to be looking at potentially temperatures below freezing and even in the upper 20s. Now, meteorologist Roberto Zamora is going to be here first thing tomorrow morning with your next weather update. Have a good night.